Hey everyone, it's Victor here, and today I am now 2 months on testosterone, which is completely nuts. I don't really believe it when I'm saying it. I don't believe that it's been a whole other month. It's gone so much faster than my first month. Also, yes, my setup has slightly changed today. That is because I can't film in my usual place, which is at my desk, because it's right underneath my window, and you wouldn't believe it, but it's actually quite a hot day today. Hot for a day in March. And the sun is coming through my window, and I was sitting in that chair and completely overheating. I tried to film this video sitting in that chair, and I'm just like, not happening. But I actually quite like this background. I think I might do this more often. I quite like it. But anyway, let's talk about changes. Let's talk about what went on in my second month on testosterone. The first thing that happened, unfortunately, actually, in the kind of start of my second month was I got quite bad mood swings, negative mood swings. I felt really angry and like sad and kind of a mix of all these emotions, just kind of like teenage emotions, and it kind of just reminded me of my first puberty, to be honest. So I kind of went through that, and it was pretty rough, but I just kept telling myself that it's just the testosterone, it's just because I'm going through second puberty. My voice has continued to drop, which is very cool, and weird, considering like how much it's dropped just for 2 months. Like, it dropped quite a bit in 1 month, but now I feel like it's even deeper than it was a month ago, which is nuts, because I always like had resigned myself to waiting until 3 months before I would hear any change in my voice at all, because that's kind of what I had seen in other people's videos. But it seems like my experience is a bit different, so that has been a very nice surprise. I actually have an official voice comparison at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that if you want to hear the difference over the months. Obviously, with the change in my voice, I have noticed that it is becoming harder to sing. It's one of my biggest fears is losing my singing voice. So I've been singing constantly since I started T, and I've been sort of like practicing and trying not to overdo it, you know, not singing too much if it gets too sore. And I've been recording myself singing, but it is quite hard. It is like relearning how to sing. Sometimes I feel like I try to reach notes and they just end up cracking all over the place. My voice is just very sensitive at the moment, so I can't really push it very hard. Although the good thing about that is that I can sing much deeper than I could previously. And I'm not gonna post any videos of me singing yet, because I kind of want to make sure I actually sound good when I post videos of me singing. But it is something I do want to do on my channel. I want to do covers, I want to, you know, have a band. I want to do all that stuff, which I haven't done previously because I've been uncomfortable with my singing voice. But now I'm getting more comfortable. I will be singing on my channel, so I hope you like that when I eventually do it. I definitely think that my face has started to change a little bit. I feel like especially on this side of my face, which was always the kind of more round side of my face. I have like, it's weird. I always thought like this is my good side, this is my slightly weird and feminine side. I don't know. But anyway, this jawline seems like it's slightly more like angular, I think. I've got pictures, comparison pictures, see what you think. So yeah, I think I've got a bit more definition around my jaw, definitely. I think my face in general does seem wider. So yeah, that's a cool thing. But I don't know, it's hard to tell because it is so gradual, but I will look at the pictures and see the change there. I don't know if my hairline has changed. I've always had this kind of shape of, my kind of widow's peak shape. So I don't know if it has changed. I still have baby hair in that area. But I'm guessing that will over time change and I'll probably go bald. No, I might not go bald, but if I do, it's not gonna be the end of the world. It's fine. I have a lot of wigs. I think my body fat as well has definitely redistributed. My chest is reduced even more. I feel like, I don't know if my shoulders look any different. I feel like my neck looks different. You can't really see because I'm wearing a high-necked shirt today. I think my Adam's apples got a bit more defined as well. I've always had an Adam's apple, but I think it's a bit more obvious than it was previously. how do I even show it? There. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I like my Adam's apple. A little bit more body hair than I had before. I think my arm hair is getting sort of, there's more arm hair. Like there's arm hair growing around like the inside of my arms that was never there before. Slightly darker and like more up my arms. Thigh hair as well, that has become a thing. I never had thigh hair before, but now I'm getting like dark thigh hair. I also have hair running down from my belly button and also up from my belly button. That kind of, do people call it a snail trail or a happy trail, but I think that's a bit of a weird term for it, but I don't know what you call it. What do you call it? I think my eyebrows are thicker as well, but you can't tell because I always fill them in anyway. But I think like, you know, my natural eyebrows, before I fill them in, they actually are a little bit thicker and a bit darker, which is cool. I always fill my eyebrows in though because I think it makes my face look more masculine. So I do that as my kind of like makeup routine in the morning, fill them in. My skin has been a bit bad. It has been worse than month one. Could be because my eating habits have gone down the drain again. I've been bad and I've ate a lot of cake and stuff. Because I'm also getting like a lot of cravings to eat all the time. So that hasn't helped with my skin, because if you eat a lot of sugar, you're bound to break out, and that's what's been happening for me. But yeah, obviously with that, my skin has been much oilier, which is probably the cause for it as well. Much oilier skin. My hair needs to be washed like 3 times a day now, which is like so annoying, and I didn't realize it would become this much of a problem. It is hard to maintain, but hopefully that will change over time. It's probably just the kind of puberty part of my transition which is doing this. Also, I sweat much more, which is disgusting, and I wasn't expecting that to be a change. So yeah, I'm generally just like constantly having to wash all the time. So yeah, it's inconvenient. Again, I'm hoping it just stops eventually as my transition develops. Also, I passed for the first time in public, and I want to tell you the story because it's one of those stories where I was like happy about it, obviously, because I passed for the first time in public, you know, with a stranger reading me as male. But it was like under weird circumstances and I'm a bit uncomfortable about it. So I will tell you the story. Basically, I was out shopping with my mom, and it was Mother's Day actually. I was buying ingredients to make her a cake because I'm the best son ever. So I was making her a Battenberg cake, which was amazing, by the way. And I got like all the ingredients and we went to the cashier, and my mum was buying a few things as well, and we, you know, got it all paid for and in the bag. And it was quite a lot of things. It was quite a heavy bag. And the lady behind the counter kind of, you know, lifted it and she was like, oh, this is really heavy. And she looked at me and then my mum, and she looked at me again and went, I'm guessing you'll be taking this because it's really heavy. And first of all, my mum is like stronger than me. My mum has huge muscles. My mum does a lot of farm work and lifting of like logs like every day. Like she's really strong. Like she doesn't need any help lifting anything. It's me that probably needs help. But the cashier was like, oh, you should probably take this. Like in a kind of like, oh, don't let this weak woman take it. You should take it, being this like strong boy or whatever. And I was like, okay. And so like my mom was a bit kind of taken aback by this because no one's ever like treated her like a weak woman. She's very kind of like, you know, she's not like that at all. She was like, no, I'll take it. And I was like, yeah, she'll take it. And then the cashier was like, no, I think you better let him do it, and pointing at me. And I was just like, okay. And I was like walking out the shop, struggling with this bag. I was really struggling. I was like, don't look like you're struggling. You're a strong man. You can do this. But it was like really embarrassing because I was actually struggling. And I was sort of happy because I passed. But at the same time, I was like, misogyny. So it was like this kind of mixed, like strongly mixed feelings. So yeah, that was the first time I ever passed. It was weird, but I felt I had to tell you that story because it's quite cool, quite bad. I don't know. But yeah, overall, it's been a pretty awesome month. I've done a lot of work. I've been very busy, which is probably why this month's gone so fast. I think mood swings have been hard to deal with though. I have been getting much angrier than I used to in the past. I'm much quicker to be annoyed. I have felt like really, really happy as well. It's not like just constant negative mood swings. Overall, it's been great. So yeah. It's nuts. I can't believe it's been 2 months already. What even, like, how did that happen? Oh, and facial hair. I have been getting much more dark hairs on my upper lip. I also have chin hairs. But you can't see them today because I had to shave for cosplaying Grell the other day, and you could see them really obviously, and then I forgot to take a picture of it before I shaved it. So you'll never know, you'll just have to take my word for it. But basically, yeah, I've been growing much more darker hairs. I don't know if you can see, I can't even focus that close. There's like, I think I missed a few hairs, but yeah, basically, it has been happening, it's just slow. But yeah, I can't really think of any other changes that happened. Wow. Yeah, my voice cracks a lot. That's probably the major thing, is every time I speak or open my mouth, it's like, yeah, it doesn't sound very attractive. I sound like SpongeBob. But I'm hoping my voice will settle out in 3 months' time. 3 months' time? In 3 months. As in like 3 months on T. As in a month's time. Yeah, that's what I meant. What's wrong with me? But anyway, let's move on to the voice comparison.
Hi, my name is Victor Lockhart, and this is my voice pre-testosterone.
My name is Victor Lockhart, and this is my voice 1 month on testosterone. My name is Victor Lockhart, and this is my voice 2 months on testosterone.
So yeah, do you hear a difference? Let me know if you think you hear a difference. And now for the face and body comparisons. Can you see any change? I'm not sure if there's much change in my body or my muscle mass. I couldn't really work out as much as I wanted to this past month because I have been so busy doing videos and making cosplay and getting ready for Insomnia. It's been a bit hectic, so I haven't had the time to work out like I did in the first month. I am so excited for the next month because I feel like there will be some major voice changes because everyone talks about like the 3rd month being the time where their like voice properly like broke for the first time, like, you know. So yeah, I feel like my voice has already deepened a lot, but I'm really curious to see how far it goes. I wonder if I sound like Benedict Cumberbatch. That would be pretty damn awesome. But anyway, I've talked for far too long. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found this entertaining. Hope you like the new background. And thank you so much for supporting me and being here and leaving such amazing comments. You guys honestly make my day. So yeah, I'm just thrilled to have you all here. And that you want to see my updates and my transition, because it's, you know, much more of a personal video for me to make than my cosplay videos, which I obviously adore making so much. But yeah, it's really cool that you guys also support me in my transition, so thank you. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. A visitor!
Hello. I look like I've got the biggest, like, MySpace hair ever, but it's just...
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Yes.
It's just
I'm doing my 2 month on T video.
Ah, why are you standing here?
Because I can't sit in my chair because I was overheating. Oh, look, there's another one.
Hello.
They're multiplying.
It's me.
I've got you.
Well, you're really well lit.
That's
the
because
light.
You
I have
actually-
a light.
A light.
That's amazing. I'm gonna come into the light.
Amazing.
Will
Come
it
in.
save my face? Wait a minute. No, not quite.
I could color correct you so you look magnificent.
Rude.
It's very. Thank you.
I
for
could
that.
try my best.
Maybe for once in my life, I'm attractive.
Yeah, I'm not sitting in the chair because it's so hot and my camera won't deal with that amount of light. So I'm literally, I just look like I'm burning up.
That's a look.
Summery.
It is a look. It bleaches out my face nicely. This
You'll
is kind
need
of
it.
bleaching my... Thank you. Especially with the skin. Oh well. Thank you for visiting.
Goodbye. Sorry, that was right in your.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Bye, friends. A single hand. Ah, no, not the hair.
Bye.
Goodbye.